For those of you who club all South Indians under that wonderfully ignorant umbrella term madrasis, here's why all of God's own country celebrates Onam with much fanfare. The earliest reference to Onam, which was celebrated by Vaishnavites as Vamana Jayanti, is in 4th century Tamil poem called Madurai Kanchi. Onam is the auspicious day of the annual revisit of Mahabali. Mahabali, not Bahubali. Cool? Cool. Let's move on. Mahabali was the deemed most benevolent king of Kerala, during whose rule all people were said to be equal, prosperous, lawful, ethical and happy. In fact, so happy were his people that Indra, the king of heavens, became jealous. A jealous Indra went to Vishnu to ask for help. Assuming the form of a Brahmin dwarf, Lord Vishnu asked Mahabali for 3 feet of land. Living up to his benevolent reputation, Mahabali agreed. As soon as he said yes, Vamana covered the entire earth in 2 feet and looked askance at the king on how to take his 3rd step. Mahabali bowed before Vamana and the Lord's 3rd step was on Mahabali's head, sending him to the underworld, but with the boon of being able to return to his kingdom for a day every year. Now you may call it injustice, but we made our peace with the situation long ago. Since then, the people of Kerala celebrate the arrival of Mahabali by wearing new clothes and decorating every courtyard with Pookalam's beautiful design with flowers. They worship Vishnu in the form of Trikkakara Appan, the lord of the temple at Trikkakara. For the ordinary folk though, Onam was primarily a harvest festival. After the usually heavy monsoon, the harvest season comes with food security. In villages, the folk people celebrated it by wearing new clothes and feasting. Therefore, Onam is also symbolic of prosperity for the poor. The rich upper caste celebrated it with new clothes and a feast, giving a share to poor and lower castes. As socio-economic conditions changed, the modern society celebrated it as a popular festival and attributed secularism and equality to it. There is an element of tension in Onam, the tension between Vishnu cult and the celebration of the arrival of Mahabali. This subaltern dimension of Onam is surfacing today as the tension between the Savarna and Avarna. The lower castes and Dalits associate Onam with their imagined glorious past under the mythical king Mahabali, whom Vishnu is believed to have destroyed. Now to the best part. Onam Sadhya, or for you guys, things we eat on banana leaf. FYI, Onam Sadhya is a no cutlery affair as food tastes best when eaten without spoons and forks. The traditional vegetarian feast of Kerala consists of savoury side dishes, pickles and desserts, which are served with steamed rice. Parippu, a runny curry made with lentils and ghee. Kalan, seasoned buttermilk made with turmeric powder and green chilies along with sour curd. Olan, a dish which consists mainly of pumpkin and red grams cooked in thick gravy of coconut milk. Sambar, everyone's favorite lentil-based vegetable stew cooked with tamarind broth. Avial, combination of vegetables, coconut paste and green chilies. Puliyanji, a dark brown sweet sour chutney made of ginger, tamarind, green chilies and jaggery. Pappadam, a thin crisp disc-shaped fried snack. Rasam, a mixture of chili crushed peppercorns boiled in diluted tamarind juice. And for sweet endings, Palada Payasam, a pudding made with milk and rice. Parippu Payasam, a pudding made with lentils and milk. After a lip-smacking feast, the meal is wound up by folding the banana leaf into half. Happy Onam!